Hello viewers. Fertile window or fertile period is a common thing which should be known by couples who are planning for pregnancy. There are so many people who don't know about this fertile window or fertile period. They keep trying for pregnancy on wrong days and they complain doctors that doctor, we tried a lot but there is no pregnancy. And there is not much of awareness regarding these fertile days. So now fertile days generally depends on female ovulation cycle. So now when you have to calculate from the first day of bleeding or the day when the period starts. Now that is day 1, that should be calculated as day 1, not the last day of period, because most of the people they calculate from last day of period. That is the mistake they do. So now, because for periods it can be 3 days for some females, it can be 4 days or 5 days or 7 days, it depends. So you have to calculate for the period or the days from day 1. Now first 3 days or 4 days there will be bleeding. Generally couples avoid intercourse during that period. Even for females, they don't feel comfortable during this comfortable to have sex during those days. But immediately after that, once the bleeding stops, the egg release, see, ideally how you have to understand is, normally the egg release in females or ovulation happens 14 days prior to the bleeding time. So now how you have to calculate is, if a female's ovulation or period cycle is around 28 days, then egg release will happen on 14th day. If the cycle is around 30 days, then egg release happens on 16th day. If egg release, if cycle is 32 days, then it happens on 18th day. So that means you have to see what is the average duration of the cycle, and from that cycle you have to minus 14th. So that is the day of egg release. So now 1 day here and there, that should be enough. So now ideally on average what we say is 11th to 18th day is the fertile window for most of the females. That is the time you have to have intercourse to have pregnancy. And there are people who try to have 2 times, 3 times in a day during that fertile days, 2 times or 3 times sex in those fertile, on every day on those fertile days. Again, this is a myth. You don't have to try intercourse more than once on those fertile days, because if you try continuously also, the volume of the ejaculate will be low, the count of the sperm also will be on the lower side. There are 2 schools of thought. One, during fertile days, either on daily basis, daily once, if you have intercourse, that is enough, irrespective of timing. Some people, they ask me, doctor, whether to have sex in the morning or evening or night. So that doesn't matter. So if you regularly have sex in the night, that is enough. You don't have to plan it in the morning and night. So every day from 11th day to 18th day, that is also okay. Or even alternate days from during those 7 days, every alternate day, that is 11th day, 13th day, 15th day and 17th day, even that is enough. Because sperm survives in the female genital tract for 24 to 48 hours. And even if egg is released, it survives for 24 to 48 hours. So there is enough time for this egg, for the egg and sperm to combine and form a zygote or embryo. So you don't have to sex daily twice or thrice during those fertile days. And once you cross that 18th day or 19th day, even if you have intercourse, they're called non-fertile days. So those days the chance of getting pregnancy is very less. So this same principle helps for people who are not trying for pregnancy, those who are trying to avoid pregnancy, and those who are not willing to use a condom or other contraceptive device. So people, they're worried that when they're worried that they get pregnancy if they have sex during those days, then they can use this fertile window period to calculate which are fertile days and when to have sex. So we advise them to have sex more on those days, non-fertile days, so that you can avoid pregnancy. So this there are so many apps regarding this in both in Android and this Apple stores. You can use them. You can put the day one. You can remember if you remember last 3-4 period dates. If you put them, you will actually get what day on what day you get pregnancy. Thank you.